Hello, I'm Jeremy Bell and I'm one of the teachers who will be teaching GCSE Computer Science. This subject is on the purple pathway, and I think it's probably ideal if you enjoy maths, perhaps enjoy solving logic puzzles. That tends to mean that you'll probably be good at the coding parts of this course. Now, the course has 2 exams. That's how you'll be tested for this subject. The first one is all about understanding how computers work. So you'll understand in more detail than you have so far how the different kinds of memory in a computer work, how the CPU really works in detail, what's involved each time the CPU just does one action, how it runs one command. We'll go into details about how it really does that. We'll also look at how files and messages are passed across networks, how messages that you send across the internet and when you access websites over the internet, how that really works. Again, we go into that in quite a lot of detail. We'll cover some of the protocols, so the ways that computers communicate with each other. Also, we look at some of the slightly less technical things about computers, so how they affect our lives, how they affect the environment. So that could be the way that jobs are changing now that people use computers so much more. There are new jobs, so being an ethical hacker, so someone who helps people to avoid being hacked, is a job that didn't exist 15 years ago. And equally, some jobs are being replaced by computers. The second paper is all about algorithms and coding. Now, in class time, we'll spend quite a lot of time doing Python programming or coding. That will really help you to answer the questions for the second paper of this exam. So you'll learn to write lots of Python programs. You'll also look at existing algorithms for how to sort lists of words and numbers, how to search for things in lists of words and numbers. And we'll look at the ways that we can make that easier for ourselves. So there are some particularly interesting methods that we use. We use abstraction, and that means picking the bits of information that are most useful to you. And the man who designed the London Underground map, he did that. He didn't worry about trees and hills. He decided the important things are the stations and which lines join them together. So he used abstraction to design that very famous map. We'll also use decomposition. That's where you break up a problem into smaller parts. And that just makes it much easier to solve smaller problems a little bit at a time. I expect you do that a lot in your life and you perhaps don't even realise it. So I think this is a very interesting course. I think it suits people who perhaps like maths, like thinking a bit logically, and perhaps want to do coding and build their own programs on computers. Okay, so if you're interested, you can always come and talk to me if you want some more information. Thank you.